You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in our world of travel? Oh my gosh.
Hey.
It's travel season.
Tell us about it.
It's travel season. People are traveling. You heard all this craziness with the Thanksgiving and the weather and all of the planes and, snow. This is early for snow for the Northeast, for the Midwest. The Midwest got slammed with snow.
Yes, I had cousins snowed in St. Louis and Chicago.
Yeah, my people in Denver. Snow was like crazy, and it's like moving northeast. And, this is like the beginning of the month. So we ain't used to this kind of, snow just debilitating stuff in the airports this early. So especially around Thanksgiving up to Christmas.
We're in Texas, so I don't know. I kind of looked at the weather, and it was saying it was going to snow here Thursday.
It's been 30. It's been over here.
It's been like cold. It's been really cold.
Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm tripping about this weather because, of course, I love cold weather. That's my favorite time of year. I love dressing up in cold. I like putting on all my my turtlenecks and all of my wraps. That's my favorite time.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm wondering what am I going to wear this weekend? We got a concert coming up this weekend, don't we? We're
gonna be going out to see Brandy and Monica coming in concert.
Yes.
It's been this crazy phenomenon of all of these old school people from 20, 30 years ago. Everybody want to reinvent themselves and come back in concert, and
they probably need some money. What y'all think?
That's what I think. I think look, I'm all about it. I wish I had some old music I can go perform and get some money for. I'm telling you, this is crazy because I guess when you think about the world of music, you used to have to buy CDs and cassette tapes and they would do all of this stuff and they made money, but now. The money, everything is like streaming, so people can just go listen to your stuff for free.
Yeah.
So I guess they got bills too, because shoot, they got money. They need some money too, because they getting their old asses out there and they just they are dancing their hearts out.
The thing that I'm shocked about this Brandy and Monica concert is that at least here in Dallas, the tickets are expensive.
And
so I guess they're getting people our age, the older crowd, but they're also pulling the younger crowd too, because those tickets are expensive. And I'm watching them, and they're not tickets prices are not going down.
And then I saw Michelle Obama was just at one of the concerts.
Yeah, she was last weekend.
I think the tickets was going down, and seemed like as soon as she went, the tickets started going back up. It was what did it, because I saw them going down. I should have grabbed them. Yeah, because they went down like in one nice little section for like 170. Then they went up back up to 250. I'm like, oh, dang.
I saw she was there. Yeah, she was there, Michelle. Yeah.
What city was that?
DC. She was in
Okay.
DC.
That's what she was at
She
DC.
went to the
Yeah.
DC concert, but I've been hearing people like, I know it's my, my celebration, but I'm like, ooh, I don't like spending that kind of money on nobody other than Mary J. Blige.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to spin it on you. So I don't have anything in this glass, but cheers to the tea and Just Setting Divas.
Ooh,
Tina
ooh,
is celebrating another birthday. I don't know if she wants to give
55,
us the
double
number.
nickel, double
Number
nickel.
55. Okay.
Double nickel. Woo! I'm telling you, it hit differently too. When you think about all the 55 years of music, I didn't hear, some new edition. You can go all the way back to some Michael Jackson. So, I'm excited because the nostalgia of the music that we grew up with, we get to go and see it over and over and over again. But I'm like, I don't know if the money is the same. Now,
Right.
Well, we're going anyway. I mean, we just got to we celebrating life. We celebrate you still here. You are our oldest member. You like our mama, our pseudo mama,
say I'm
and
the
you
oldest
are group
member?
mama.
I'm the oldest. I ain't the mama, but I'm the old. I'm like I am. I'm definitely the seasoned.
You tell us what to do
seasoned
like
in
you
the
are
group.
mama. Don't you, Yvette? She tells us
I
what
am
to do
not the
like she are.
mama. I'm just
Yeah.
the seasoned. I'm the seasoned. I'm the seasoned one in the
You
group.
tell us what to do like that.
No, you keep saying that, but I am the seasoned one. I'm the one with
Okay,
the.
season. Okay.
But one thing that I kind of found that getting old, you definitely when you get to these birthdays, you start really looking back and saying, well, how far I've come to get.
Mm-hmm.
But then I keep looking
Yeah.
how much more many years ahead of me too, because
Yeah.
we used to live to be, remember grandma 80s, grandma was old in the 70s when she was 70. But us, we're still vibrant and wanting to move
Yeah.
around and do things. So now I'm kind of like, do is 65 still the benchmark for retirement? Do you move it up to 70? I don't know.
See, it still is. In
Yeah.
fact, let's pull it on down to I keep telling let's do semi-retirement at maybe 60, 62.
Yeah, but you know what? But economy does not allow for it. I know you
Yeah,
like
that's
to
what it
believe
is. Now,
that.
see, that's the problem.
The
And I didn't say
economy-
retirement. I said maybe a
I can't even
semi-retirement.
because you think about it, we're in our
Yeah,
younger age, but 30-year mortgages and
that's
all
what it is.
this other
That's
stuff. I'm
exactly what it is.
tripping.
Yeah, you gotta be creative with it. That's what I say. You may have to move, just like my situation. You may have to move your kids in, you may have to get them to pay off your
I'm telling you, we gotta look at those
had to get them
golden
to pay off
girls.
your mortgage. You
No,
may
no, Jeanette, we gotta
you may
look
have to
at
get
the
your mama
golden
to
girls.
pay.
Look at the golden
You may
girls.
have to
They
get your
did it
mama to
right.
pay off your mortgage. She don't know about it yet, but she may have to pay off your mortgage.
But Jeanette, you're not listening. You're not listening. The golden girls did it the way they needed to do. We need to
Yes.
commune, join together, join forces. I was talking to our
Okay.
producer
Yeah,
earlier
we
this
do.
week, and she was saying, you see how they're buying villages, buying property,
Yes.
putting those containers on the property, and
Yes.
just kind
Yeah.
of living it up, making their own, vegetables and fruit
And
and
some
farming.
people think we all live together anyway. That's what we've heard.
I know.
Some people think we live together, so we might have to move in. Yvette, we
Yeah,
might have to all
I
move.
told my daughter that she could buy a tiny house. My mom has all that big backyard and land. I
And-
said, you can get a tiny house and just put it on
Yeah.
back there.
Yeah, and it
Maybe
makes
that's what
sense.
we can do. Get a plot of land, and we all have our tiny homes
Yes,
living together. Yeah, that way we don't have to actually be living in the same place. We just have tiny homes
exactly.
right next to each other.
Yeah, and we can live in the same community. We can all commune and eat together. Probably have some big spot we can just all sit down and eat.
Yeah.
Somebody cooking a day, or because I'm telling you, when you start thinking about getting older, I don't want to live in no high rise with a bunch of old people I don't know.
No,
And
no.
I would love to live on a cruise ship, but I think I'm gonna get tired of that.
Yeah,
I think
and
I get-
I know I can. I've stayed with you all enough to know I can deal with you all. I mean, we can we like each other enough to where we can handle each other. So
I don't know. Yvette ain't saying nothing, but I'm telling you,
no, Yvette is on board. She's already told me she's on board, Tina.
Yeah, we spend small snippets of time. When you spend a long time,
I don't
with people,
know.
When you spend a long time
Well,
with people.
the thing about it, we're not gonna be in the same place. When we get sick of each other, we go back to our own place. And then when we want to deal with each other, we come back out to the communal place.
Yeah, I know. That's the part I'm a little worried about because we do good together for short term, but then
Right.
when it gets to be a long time, it's like and honestly, I'm actually a loner. People think I'm like all
I am
Diva.
too. I've
I'm
always
actually a
loved living
loner.
alone.
Yeah.
But you know what? Now I'm living in a family place, and I mean, you get used to it, especially in these times when things are getting more costly.
Yeah.
I mean, you get used to it. When you get to looking
Yeah.
at those bills and the cost of things, you start saying, okay, when those bills start coming in, you start saying, oh, okay, you want some help
Yeah,
on those bills?
I'm kind of rethinking some of that because traveling with a cat,
She done
traveling with a
changed
cane.
her mind.
I'm thinking about traveling with a cane or a walker or a wheelchair, and I just don't think that's gonna be my life. I think I'm just gonna have to say I'm gonna have to let it go by that time. If I gotta give me a walker, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to roll.
I'm not
I
gonna
just
have to be in a walker. I'm gonna stay pretty mobile and yeah,
I've watched
I
people
think I'm
who
gonna
are
still be
very
moving.
mobile, and you know what? Life happens. Life be lifing. And you just don't know where it's going. But I'm just saying, I have people that I know who rolling around in wheelchairs on airplanes, but yet,
Well, they are.
yet, but
They most
yet,
definitely are.
that's look
And
exhausting.
they be traveling by themselves. And
Yes,
they can't even stand up.
yeah. They gotta wait at the end of till everybody get off the plane to wait for
And then a wheelchair come down the aisle and get them out their seat, put them in there, and wheel them on up out of there.
no,
And
I
I
don't
think
think
a
so.
lot of those people they never went the places that we've been since when we were in a younger age. So they're trying to go places that they never went to. Where when we were younger, we've been these places. So a lot of these people are just going that they're trying to go places that they've never been.
Yeah, but I mean, because you think about it, if you get to a certain age, and you got the resources, you want to see
Yeah.
the world. I mean, you want to see. I watched one of my old neighbors. She went to the Maldives, and me and her had a long conversation. I said, "That's one of my dream vacation
Yeah.
places to go is the Maldives," and she was like, she had a wonderful time, and she rented one of those beautiful, cabana homes in the middle of a blue ocean. And you know what? And she was, but what got me was she was like, I was with people, but you wish you had done it younger so you can be with people that you really
Mm,
enjoy being with. She was
Okay.
kind of with people that she knew from church, but it wasn't the same as if you had gone with maybe a loved one or a group that
mm,
you enjoyed going with. So it does get to a point where it diminishes the whole value of going. You're just going.
mm.
So you definitely got to keep that in mind. It's like Italy. We went to Italy at the perfect time, perfect group, everything. But I'm telling you, in 20 years, I ain't going to walk around Italy with my daughter and my grandkids. I'm sorry, that ain't happening. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm sorry. But this has been, 2025 has really been I'm gonna call it an interesting year. We didn't do as much travel as we've done in many, many years, but we've done a lot of things throughout the year.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes 2025 a little different than all our other experiences because we're coming to the close of the year. And what are some of your favorite moments or whatever in travel? What's yours, Yvette?
Bali. I loved Bali.
Yes.
And I wouldn't mind going back to Bali, but I guess
Yes.
we better get there before we get old.
But
And get there.
we can go that old, I think, huh? They
Yeah.
seem pretty
But we
serene.
Now,
need to be
okay,
able to get
Yvette,
around.
but what did you enjoy about this year, 2025, that we did
2025,
together?
Fort Lauderdale was very, very fun.
Yeah. Yvette enjoyed Fort Lauderdale probably more than all of us.
Yeah,
I wish I
it was
could
a
have
little too
enjoyed it.
much.
Okay, Yvette, some of that stuff you did in Fort Lauderdale, we got to leave in Fort Lauderdale. We
Yeah.
can't even,
That was some
you know how
Vegas
you
moments.
say
I'm
Vegas,
not
you
talking.
can't.
I'm not bringing up specifics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we can't.
yeah,
Some of that stuff and I'll tell you one thing that I enjoyed this year was we at Tina, everywhere we went, we had our fans out, boots
Oh,
on the ground. We were boots on the ground
yes,
everywhere. You brought me this yellow fan, and everywhere I was keeping that yellow fan.
yes,
I was boots on the ground, and I
yeah,
learned the boots on the ground dance, and I did my dance everywhere we went. And I did my dance at my family reunion, and I
oh yeah.
did it in Houston, and I did it all over Dallas, and I boots on the ground everywhere.
Yeah. I think boots on the ground was kind of like the catapult because
Yes.
we've been cowgirls. Me and Yvette been cowgirls since we was babies.
I've
We
been
had
a
Go Western
cowgirl in
Day,
Arkansas since I was a baby.
and I'm telling you, but the the whole country cowboy boots, just line dancing. That has been a
Yeah.
phenomenon
Yeah,
this year.
it is. I had on my cowgirl outfit Sunday,
See?
one day.
You
Yeah.
did Saturday when I saw you. You had on yes.
And I'm telling you, and I even like Texas Live. I think I have it on my little itinerary. They have a birthday bucking, so you can go and get on the mechanical bull, and you could just go let yourself go. Every Friday they do this birthday bash where you could just kind of go and just experience the cowboy life.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so is that Friday, Tina? Okay, so I'm bringing my fan Friday, Tina.
bring your fan Friday, wear your boots, wear your cowboy gear, and don't and wear
Okay.
something a little loose because when you fall off the horse, you have to be ready.
Okay.
I want you to be
Okay.
ready.
Everybody wearing cowboy. The wear is just like so popular.
It
Everybody
is.
Maybe I'm gonna even wear my cowboy hat on Friday.
Yeah, and y'all remember even Daisy Dukes. Daisy Dukes is from back when we was in elementary school. Now Daisy
Yes.
Dukes with some boots and a hat and some,
It's okay. It might be too cold for Daisy Dukes on Friday.
they got leggings. Throw you some leggings on and put them Daisy Dukes on, girl. You gotta, show some, show some something. And but I think that's a part of the culture that I think I'm excited that I've been there. We've been through Zydeco. I feel like I've been a country girl. I got a country twang. I've been there all my life, and now it's popular. It's the popular thing, which is crazy. And I don't know. I don't know about y'all. Rodeos. Now we saw this year more people came to the rodeo because of Beyonce and just the whole Houston, Texas vibe than ever before. Rodeo been going on for 30 years, but now all of a sudden the rodeo is people catching flights, people getting hotels, can't get a room, and because of the cowgirl era that we in right now, country music, and that's how it is. And I don't know if y'all even saw, they even have this thing like they've tried to, diminish the black cowboy. So they over there showing that we were the first cowboys, which is crazy. Black cowboys were the first cowboys. That was the name how they called the hands at the barn was the cowboys. And those were who the black people were. And now all of a sudden the cowboys are, they didn't wipe that. And all you see is, the white cowboy, but they black first. Sorry. We gonna go there. I'm going there. Sorry, y'all ain't gonna go there, but I will, because that's how it be. But I'm telling you, I've been excited because that's been a piece of the puzzle that has been different about 2025. I think that was the year of cowboy country music and cowgirls.
Right, line dancing.
Yep.
And
Zydeco, all the gear. And Zydeco, I'm telling you, I had never seen so many, if you go out on Facebook, so many groups and people that's,
even Zydeco getting big in Dallas now. It's getting big in Dallas.
Big in Dallas. I ain't seen a Zydeco place I wanted to go to every week. Like in Houston, they got places you just go to. They got Bojack, they got Keith Frank, they got, they got J. Paul. They got places you just go and it's Zydeco. Right. Now, but here, if it's a bazaar, probably.
But no, it's starting to pick up in Dallas now. They started to Zydeco right here in Dallas.
When you find one, you make sure you tell me.
Okay, I will start sending them to you. It's starting to pick up here in Dallas.
Because I didn't went to the Catholic Church websites. I didn't went to.
Yeah, it's starting to pick up in Dallas. They're starting to do it in Dallas.
I follow pretty much most of the major artists.
It's starting to pick up right here in Dallas.
They didn't need to come on. It's late. It is late because Zydeco been going on.
Well, it's going slow. It's starting to pick up here.
You got to come out here.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it's starting out in Arlington, that area.
Like DeSoto, Arlington.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of people were kind of going to daiquiri bars. I think a few weeks ago, I had a friend in town, and it was a lot of big things at the daiquiri bars, which are, kind of a concept that came out of Louisiana, where they go and they mix all of these different types of alcohol in these, slushy type, frozen drinks, and the bars that's been big in New Orleans and things like that, but it's
Hurricane,
Soto and Grand Prairie, they are actually doing it. Houston does it big, but I mean, I don't see it too many other places.
Yep.
So I'm here to tell you that once we start looking back at 2025, it was a good year. I think that it was a slower year, but it was a good year.
Yes.
But ladies,
and we all still here, so that's the main thing.
That's a blessing.
I'm glad we're here too, Jeanette. Jeanette, like, we still here. Look, because we lost a lot of people. Because I'm telling you, there's some people that they didn't make it to the end of the year, but rest in peace. And we hope that, the next year that, we can have as much fun and spend as much time with people and enjoy them while they're here, because tomorrow not promised.
Right.
I know. So, yeah, but I'm gonna have to keep saying that, this has been a good year, and, it's exciting to have spent another year traveling with you ladies, and looking forward to some traveling in 2026. And that's how we roll.
This is how we roll.
And happy birthday again, Tina. We're going to celebrate you this weekend.
Woo!
God. Okay, yeah. I'm going to drink to me.
Cheers again.
Cheers, Tina.
Cheers.
I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina. And we are the JET Setting Divas.
Please like and subscribe.
Woo!
Tune in next Thursday when the JET Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
I drew you this year.
Oh, I love scratch games. Thank you, Mark.
You're welcome, Tabitha.
They're so sparkly.
Festive, right?
You know it's a good gift when it's hard to let it go.
Kinda wish I drew myself.
Kinda glad you didn't.
Holiday scratch games from the Minnesota Lottery are great to give and even better to get.
So thoughtful.
I know.
You've been putting it off and time is running out. You've got just a few weeks left to apply for the Minnesota Promise Act grants. The state has more than 60 million with an M, dollars to help small businesses in greater Minnesota and parts of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Now, hurry up and go to mnpromiseact.org to fill out the application. And listen, if you need help getting it completed, don't trip. They've got trained pros who can guide you through it. Make an appointment to get started today.